Everyone, is Dominique Bond. I'm back again with another live video. I'm going to talk about a very great topic when it comes down to goal setting. This is a very excellent time of the year when we're reflecting on our goals, how much we accomplished, we're reflecting on where we at in life, how our year is going. But I'm going to really go over some key components that's really affecting us when it comes down to accomplishing the things that we set out to achieve. But once again, my name is Dominique Bond. I am CEO and founder of Ace Ambition, which is a youth platform that is teaching young men and women how to create their own opportunities and how to monetize their ideas. I'm a speaker, I'm a youth strategist, I'm also a community organizer, really just organizing key community events, is really teaching people how to build wealth, about entrepreneurship and so forth. But I'm going to go over some of the main reasons why people are not accomplishing what they set out to do. And one of the main reasons why people are not accomplishing what they set out to do is because they simply do not follow the SMART acronym, SMART goals. And the main thing that they're not following is the first thing, the first letter, and that's the S, specific. Your goals are not specific. They're not specific. This is very, very important because when your goals are not clear, when your goals are not specific, it's going to be hard to measure them. It's going to be hard to determine whether they're attainable. It's going to be hard to determine whether they're realistic. It's going to be hard to determine a realistic timetable or timeline, deadline for that goal. This is very important because when you're not able to apply these things and when you're not able to apply these things, it's going to be very, very hard to determine what it's going to take in order to accomplish that goal. Look, this is very, very important to really ask yourself, what is it specifically that I'm really striving for, that I'm really targeting? Because if you're not able to specifically fine-tune your goal, this is going to really affect you on so many avenues when it comes down to developing tasks to reach your goal. So if you're just tuning in, we're just talking about one of the main reasons why people are not accomplishing their goals, and one of the main reasons why they're not accomplishing their goals is because they're not simply specific. And when you look at the SMART acronym, the first thing that they list is being able to develop a specific goal. A specific goal. It needs to be clear. Are your goals clear to you? I seen someone on my timeline. Matter of fact, I have a lot of people on my timeline who are asking questions to their friends and to their followers of, what are your goals? What is one goal that you set for this year and you didn't accomplish? So I'm looking at people's responses, and I seen one guy, he commented progression. Progression sounds excellent. Progression is good. Matter of fact, I think everyone should have a goal to progress. The problem becomes, or the question that I have is, what are you trying to progress in? What are you trying to progress in? Because when you can't identify that, it's going to be hard to determine what you have to do to progress. What exactly are you trying to progress in? If that's your goal, the key thing is asking yourself good questions. You're going to have to ask yourself good questions. This is part of the reason why people get coaches. This is part of the reason why some people pay for coaches. And I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But that's why some people go to coaches, because they know how to ask great questions. So if you say, what, my goal is to progress or is to have progression, what area in your life are you trying to progress in? So you may say, you know what, I'm trying to progress in my workout plan. All right, great. So when you're trying to progress in your workout plan, what about your workout plan? You're gonna have to even dive deeper. Are you trying to get stronger? What does it mean to get stronger? So if I'm bench pressing 225, then I may want to be at 250 in the next, I don't know, 5 months. You get what I'm saying? So we have to put numbers in. We have to be very precise with our goals, because when we're precise with our goals, now we're able to measure them. We're able to see, are they realistic? Is it attainable? We're able to have a timetable. So this is very, very important when you're setting your goals. When you're setting out that time, ask yourself, go down the line, go down your list of your goals and ask yourself, is this specific? Because if it's not clear, if it's not precise, it's going to be very, very difficult to determine what you have to do. It's going to be very, very difficult to determine what task is going to be, is what task do I need to be working on in order to reach that target. Our goals are not specific at all. The guy that I just mentioned before, he said his goal was progression. It's an excellent goal. But my thing is, what are you trying to progress in? We have to set out time for ourselves and not rush this process. My question is, are you really taking out time? I mean personal time. I mean time away from the TV, time away from your phone, time away from people, that quiet time to meditate on your goals. Are you really meditating? Are you really taking out time to really develop and structure? This is not things that you just list down. These are things that you actually structure. This is not something that just take a few hours. This is something that really takes days, weeks to actually structure. There's going to be several times where you may have to go back to that goal and restructure it or adjust it. That's fine, but it has to be specific. My question to you is, are you really taking out that time, out your day, out your week, and really giving yourself time for those goals? I think the average person is not doing that. I think the average person is not taking that time. That process is a process. It's a strategic process with goal setting. Goal setting is not something that is not something that's simple. Goal setting is actually kind of difficult. Goal setting is something that actually takes a lot of time. Goal setting is not an easy task. It actually takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of personal time. It takes a lot of meditation to really understand what your vision is. You have to be precise with your vision. And some of us are not taking our vision very seriously. We're not. The next thing with being specific is understanding what goals are required, what is required for your goals. There are 3 things that are required. Number 1 is your time. Number 2 is your energy. And number 3 is your resources. When you understand these 3 things, time, energy, and resources, you understand this. And this is a huge habit that people have. This is one of the biggest lessons that I learned this year, is you cannot do too many things at one time. It sounds so simple, but it's one of the biggest habits that I see that people have. We are so ambitious. We want to accomplish so much, but we focus on too much at one time. It seems like the more we focus on, the quicker we're going to accomplish so many goals, but it's completely backwards. We have to focus on a few things at once. When you focus on so many goals at one time, that means your time is spread out. That means your energy is stretched out. And that means your resources are stretched out. With that being said, there's only but so much time that you can put in one goal. There's only but so much energy that you can put in one goal. There's only but so many resources that you have to put in your goals, which is eventually is going to stretch out your timeline, your deadline, and everything else. And now you're wondering why this goal that I said I want to accomplish in 3 months is actually 6 months. It's actually 9 months. It's actually a whole year. That's why. I just presented at a recent vision board event, and that was the presentation. While they was doing their vision boards, that was the main thing that I wanted them to understand. And I did an exercise with them. And I basically did it was a game. And this game was a brain teaser. Okay, they didn't understand that they was doing a brain teaser. But with this game, it required them, it was 5 people, and it was required from them to do a certain number of tasks at the same time. What happened is I gave them multiple chances to accomplish this game. I told them, if you accomplish this game, everyone is going to get $5. This is the thing. Messed up 3 times, they missed out on the money. This is the thing that I wanted them to understand. Because they had to focus on so much, because they had to focus on so many things at one time, it caused them to lose track. It caused them to mess up. And because they messed up so many times, they had to keep starting over. What I wanted to show them is, because they messed up, because they started over so many times, they didn't win the money and they left money on the table. So many people are focusing on so many things at one time, and they're messing up. They're putting in too much time, too much energy, too many resources on so many things at one time. And guess what they're doing? They're leaving money on the table. They're leaving money on the table. Look, if you're really exercising this process, because this is what this is. When you're really exercising this process, you're going to always have visions. You're going to always have new aspirations. You're going to always have new things that you are inspired to do. But just because you have a vision doesn't necessarily mean you have to get started right then and there. Sometimes all you need to do is take that notepad and that pen and write it down. Sometimes that's all you need to do at that very moment. At that very moment. We have to get our priorities in order, because if we don't, we're going to be focusing on too many things at one time. And now we're putting in too much time into so much. We're spreading out our time. We're spreading out our resources. We're spreading out our energy. And then we're wondering why our stress levels are so high. We're wondering why we're burned out. We're wondering why we're so tired. We're wondering why we don't have any time for the things that we really want to do. We're wondering why we don't have time for our family, why we don't have time for our friends, why we don't have time to go out. We're wondering why we don't have any more resources. We wonder why we're waking up, and after we had a full night of sleep, we still don't have any energy. We're wondering why. If you incorporate this into your process, if you incorporate this and understand, look, my goals have to be specific. I cannot focus on too much at one time. I promise you, you will be surprised of how much more you will accomplish and how much faster you will accomplish your goals. Understand, ask yourself, are these goals specific? Because if you're not, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. And that's one of the main things that we have to understand with our vision board. When I do my vision board, a lot of the things that I put on my vision board is not really pictures. I'm really writing out a lot of this stuff on my vision board, because some of the pictures are just it's not clear enough. It's not precise. It's not specific enough. You get what I'm saying? And when I'm looking at things on my vision board, I really need to see what I'm really focusing on. I really need to see what I'm really targeting, because that's what's going to really hold me accountable of what I'm really striving for. And then once again, understand you cannot focus on too many goals at one time. focus on a few goals at one time, because these our goals require three things: time, energy, and resources. And if we're focused on so many things at one time, we're stretching everything out. We're stretching everything out, and this is not strategic. This is not strategic at all, because we have to understand that this is a process. And if we don't understand the process, if we don't take the process seriously, then every year we're gonna be going through the same habit over and over and over again. So I hope this is very clear. Let me know what was the best thing that you took from this video. Share, like the video, because there's somebody else who needs some advice. There's somebody else that needs help, because this is a very important time of the year where we're really structuring our goals, when we're really setting our goals, so we can have an excellent 2018. I hope this video helped out someone, and please share and like the video. Thank you.